what's up everybody? It's Meredith Strickland Training and
Coach Grace.
Woo! We are on either sides. We're nice and framed. I'm not supposed to come over here, but you're so far away. But today we've got an awesome sweet potato and leek soup. It is so good, it smells so good, and it tastes so good. So I'm gonna let Grace get into some of these ingredients, and I'm gonna stay in my lane over here with just one thing.
So we have a lot of really yummy ingredients. We have some cayenne pepper, we have some salt, regular pepper, some garlic here, which garlic is super good for you.
Yeah, it actually has antibacterial agents, so it helps boost the immune system, and much like honey, people used to use it in cuts, and it helps actually heal things a lot faster, so it's pretty cool.
And this big pile of green stuff right here is our leek. So if you've never seen a leek before, this is what it looks like a mini palm tree.
Man,
like
I know you're.
Oh, thank you.
It's hard
oh my
for
goodness.
you. This is difficult.
It's getting
a
hot in here.
Recipe.
So these are our leeks. They get a little dirty. You have to wash if you look inside here, there's a lot of dirt. So make sure you're washing the leeks and cleaning them and you don't use the bottom part. Don't use that part, please. Don't recommend.
Why I stay over here.
So these are our cut leeks. We have onion, some diced onion. 1 clove of garlic is all you need, minced. Some fresh parsley, which will come later, and our 2 sweet potatoes. So to start, we have 2 tablespoons of olive oil in here. I recommend using extra virgin olive oil. So our pan here, we have some oil in here. We're going to add our onions and our leeks in here. So I'm gonna take off.
It's gonna get messy.
So we got onions.
Nope, just kidding.
And then I'm gonna try to not, I'm spilling leeks.
So what we're doing now is we're actually just gonna put that stuff in, and it's called like sweating the vegetable. So we don't wanna cook it too much because then it's gonna get really soggy and nasty. So it's really just to soften them up a little bit, and then we're gonna start adding the other things. We're gonna continue to cook it. So just don't want it to get too soggy. So we're not gonna overcook things right now.
All right, so we got the onions, garlic's in here, onion and leeks in here. We're gonna add this garlic. So this is just a clove of minced garlic. So we're gonna add all of this into our lovely pot with that olive oil. And we're gonna bring our big pot over here and bring it and put it on the stove and put it on medium heat and sweat this. Make sure it's the right stove.
Don't want to put on the wrong one. I'm gonna be over here making sure that it's not gonna burn, because you've got garlic in here. So if you don't stir something that has garlic in it, it's gonna burn and it's gonna taste real bad. So I'm gonna let that go a little bit here. Just get it to soften up a little bit, and then we've got sweet potatoes. So sweet potatoes are awesome. One thing I will tell you is that you need a sharp knife. Cutting a raw potato, if you have a knife that is not sharp, you will not be able to do it, or it's just gonna look like it's gonna be really difficult. So sharp knife. And sweet potatoes actually are high in beta carotene. That's why they are orange. It's good for your eyes, so good for your eyesight, and also good for your digestion. What you got over there? What you doing over there, Grace?
We got some yummy fresh parsley over here, which we are dicing, or not dicing, sorry, dicing is for onions, but we are chopping this parsley. I do have fresh parsley here, and if you don't have fresh parsley, that's fine. I know sometimes it's hard to find in stores. You can use dried spices, but if you have the option to use fresh parsley, it does taste a little bit better. I think fresh herbs just usually taste better. Another tip too, if you have fresh parsley at some point in the year, what you can do is you can freeze them in an ice cube tray with some olive oil, and you can pull out that little cube of herbs and save herbs all year round. So just a little tip for saving some fresh herbs.
I did not know that, Grace.
Fun fact of the day.
Full of all kinds of fun facts.
Yeah.
I hear it sizzling. It's my cue to make sure that I'm gonna stir it.
Nothing is burning.
Actually smells really good. Just make a mess. So letting these just kind of soften up a little bit.
Our next step will be to add all of those yummy sweet potatoes. We're gonna add our salt, and we have some cayenne pepper here.
That go a little bit longer.
The cayenne, if you really don't like cayenne or you don't like any heat at all, you don't have to add it, but it does give a good amount of flavor. So you can just do a pinch if you just want a little bit. If you do a lot, it probably is gonna be a little bit spicy, so just as an FYI.
All right, I think we're good enough. It's a rough chop, promise you. All right, so Here,
those sweet potatoes.
Yep, we can add these in. So,
I'll add the salt and cayenne.
Hearing this here, yep, putting in that. And I'm gonna try not to make a mess. I cannot guarantee that all of these will end up in the pot. If you guys watch any of my videos, I always am like, don't make a mess. Made a mess. It's just kind of how it happens. But you're gonna need a pretty big pot just because you've got two, oh, exactly, see? Told you it was gonna happen.
We have a soldier down.
Because you've got two full sweet potatoes and they're chopped. So after you put this in, stir it up a little bit.
And you'll cook that for about another 5 minutes or so, making sure that the sweet potatoes don't get too soft. So the sweet potatoes shouldn't be all the way cooked. You don't want it to be like baby food, like puree. You just want the sweet potatoes to soften so that when you are eating them, that you're not crunching down on a hard sweet potato.
So let that cook a little bit, and then we're gonna turn it down just a tiny bit to make sure that it's not gonna be burning. And then we are going to let that go, and we will see you guys in a few minutes after this softens up, and we're gonna finish it off. All right, so what's next, Grace? Just
5
over
minutes
here making sure
is
it's not
up.
overflowing and making a mess.
Oh yeah, let's add the rest of that vegetable broth in there.
All of it, right?
The whole thing,
All
yeah.
right,
So it's a 32-ounce carton, however yours comes in. Ours comes in a carton. I'm gonna add
A what?
a carton.
Carton?
Carton. A
Tomato, tomato. No big deal.
Carton? What do you say?
Oh, God. Grace. Got
It
it all
was down
over
for
me.
Meredith, just so we know. And we're gonna add this
Grace
parsley
spilled on
here.
me.
And maybe I'll
Guys.
get away from Meredith because she's throwing vegetable broth at me, but it's fine. It's fine.
This is why we do things together. It's so much more fun. If I was doing this, it would just be a huge mess and I would be talking to myself. So we're gonna let that go for how long?
15 minutes.
15 minutes, so it's not gonna be overdone. It's gonna be delicious.
Reduce it to a simmer too. You wanna put it on low. We do not want that baby on high bubbling over.
Make a
So
huge mess.
reduce it to a simmer and we'll catch you guys in the next 15 minutes. All right, 15 minutes is up. Our timer is done. We're gonna grab this soup. Yummy, yummy.
I'm only in charge of bringing the spoon. I already made a mess.
She is very supportive. You know, if you're ever cooking with Meredith, she's the most supportive person in the kitchen.
Clean,
Yep,
good at
she's-
following directions.
Totally, absolutely. You should have her in the kitchen with you at all times. She will cheer you on. We're going to serve us up some yummy potato and leek soup, sweet potato and leek soup.
That's what it looks like, all done and pretty.
Up in our bowl and stick a spoon in it because it is ready to eat. Look at that.
I'll eat it.
Yeah, heck
Are
yeah.
you scared?
This is good. This stuff is delicious. I recommend it for lunch, for dinner. You can
That's
freeze
easy.
it, save it. The cayenne, you can taste it.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Too bad.
Maybe do less
Just
cayenne.
kidding, I'm kidding.
Maybe not so much cayenne. Go lighter on it. This is your sweet potato and leek soup. This recipe is amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We have so many more recipes for you. Meredith has done a million hours of workouts for you guys. So make sure you check them out, subscribe to our channel, and catch our next one.
Thank you guys.